Hello everyone, my name is Domiso Velase, the owner of Indomiso Logistics. For today, I wish us to look at how can you start your business, how to start your own business. But before that, I would like to thank everyone who has subscribed, everyone who has commented, everyone who has asked questions on the past videos that I've made, and please keep up asking, and your comments. I highly appreciate your comments because they keep me going. For me, it's a way of seeing that this sport is going forward. Thanks for all your participation. As I've said that for today, I wish us to look at how to start your own business. Now, how did I start? I like sharing my story because it's something that I've went through, and it's something that I always advise others on based on it, so that they can make better decisions. They can be better than they can do better than I did when I started my own company. Now, when I started my company, as I said on my first video, that I was working for the Department of Education. So when I started my company, I had some small savings that I have, but they were not enough. So I had to supplement them with some credit cards. I had a credit card that I opened specifically for the starting of the business. Then I had a family member who assisted me with some funds, with some other funds. So that was the capital that I have, that I had. But before I come to the issue of actual starting, whereby it's the acquiring of the truck and trailer. Before I even started, I made sure of that. Before I get the truck and trailer, I had the load. I had someone to give me load. So I started by looking for someone who can source me with loads. So that is where I got that. That is where I got some of other brokers that were willing to give me loads in a daily basis, of which when I asked some other people about them, they told me that it had some loads in a daily basis. So it could be possible for me that they can load me they can load me in daily basis. So now, as I got these brokers, I had a certain amount of capital. Now I needed a truck and a trailer and a driver. Then I was ready to start after that. So how did I get the truck and trailer? Now, as I was doing the research of the trucking industry, I found it that there are some other dealers which are renting out their trucks. There are some other dealers which are leasing out trucks to people in order to use them. Now, excuse me. Now, when I approached trucks to give me trucks, when I was trying to finance a truck, I didn't qualify for the truck. So that brought me to try another option, of which by that time I thought maybe the leasing would be easier than the financing, of which it came to be the same thing, because in order for you to get the lease, you need to qualify for the truck. So even the lease, it never worked for me, which I had one option of renting. So now, when visiting different dealers for renting their trucks, I found that their rental fees were a bit high. They were a bit higher than my budget, and I didn't want to commit myself to a high rental fee. So I saw it that it will not work for me to take that deal of renting the truck from a dealer. So, but as I was going around visiting different dealers, I made sure of that. I was friendly to the dealers. Like I spoke my truth to them that this is my situation. I wanted a truck, but I cannot be financed. And for me, it's not easy to as I was failing to get the lease, so I had no option. But I wanted to work. I wanted to work, and I was willing to rent, but their rental fees were a bit high for me, so I was willing to rent if I can find someone who had a less amount of rental fee. Then, by my like, one salesman connected me with another guy who had a horse, but was looking for work, or was will or wanted someone to rent his horse out. So that's how I got a horse which I started working with. So from there I had to look for a trailer. And the trailer, my trailer, I rented the trailer from a trailer companies. Like there are some, there are many companies out there who are renting trailers. So I managed to rent a trailer from one of the companies in Joburg, which I saw that their rental fees were good for me. So I went out, and rented a trailer. So by then now I had a trailer and a truck, and I had someone to load me. Then I was ready to start. But one thing I wish to mention, which is very important, when the truck comes, it comes with a driver. So now I had no stress of finding the driver, because I already had the driver. And when I was taking the driver, when I was taking the truck, I negotiated that. I negotiated not to pay the deposit for the truck, as the truck was coming with the driver, and like I knew that if I paid the deposit for the truck, my funds could become more lesser for me to be able to work for the whole month, to wait for another payment, for me to get another to be paid to be paid. And then it was going to give me some financial constraints, constraints. So I negotiate that I do not pay the deposit, but I pay the upfront rental fee for the month. And then that's how I started. But what I learned from my when I started my own company, as I was starting operating, is that for you to be a good business person, you must be able to connect with other person. You must be able to negotiate. We must able to negotiate on deals that you are getting into, and you must be able to interact with other person. You must make sure that you network with other business people, especially in your industry, because you will find that some other people have things that you need. You'll find that some other people that are willing to help others, because we know, as we are, especially in a trucking business, as I can help you, tomorrow you can help me. So the more I have people to connect with, the more my work will be easier. The more things will make easier for me. So it is very important to have someone, to have people to have people to network with in this business. So network with other people.